Hi everyone, this is Cindy and I'm still working on the new garden book by Ring Binder. And here are some digitals I printed out the other day, not necessarily for this journal, just I had bought a new digital kit from somebody. Oh, let's see if we can figure out who it was. I'm terrible about that. Anyway, so I was just printing out pages I liked, and then I was looking on the New York Public Library website and printed out some of theirs, and of course there's one of them that went bad. But anyway, so here's a few digitals I'm going to be working on, using, and I also have scrapbook paper. So I don't know what I'll use all this for. I just, if I liked something, I printed it out, and we'll figure out where I'll use it later. But anyway, got these, and I also have something else. Oops, get back up there. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I have this, and it is a basket that's full of garden themed stuff, and it's just one of several I have, and I have no idea what else in here. I've just been tossing stuff in here as I find it, and it's gotten so large I can't close this drawer. So I would love to use a bunch of this. So I may not ever get to another basket. I probably won't, because there's plenty here. Okay, I found these just now when I was looking through there. Stationery paper that I got somewhere, I'm sure, Goodwill or somewhere. So those would be great too, but I think they're too big. And organizing is crazy. Okay, let's start doing this. Okay, now I'm gonna try to sit down. Get my chair over here. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out how to use one of these pages in there. Now, the regular pages are this big, so I could do a flip out thing. That way I wouldn't lose so much of it. So, let's see. I'm assuming this is 8.5 by 11. I don't even know what size things are flying around. The book pages, or the notebook pages, are 6.5, 6.25, almost 6.25 by 9 and almost 3/4. Okay, so we'll see. So that'd be like 6.25. Cut some off. Yeah, I'm right. I'm sorry. I cut this. I don't like this butterfly as much. And this one's beat up, so we'll cut him off. 6.25. Okay. I was going to cut all of those off. Oh, and that doesn't give me the flip out. Okay, I wasn't doing that right, but that's okay. I figured it out before this is all over with. Okay, 9.75. Okay, is that fairly close to being right? It's a little tall. Why is it tall? Was it not 9.75? More like 9 and a little over a half. Okay, we'll just make it 9.25. Just a little more. Okay. Close enough, close enough. Okay, so there's that one. And of course I have lovely scraps. Those are great. And then let's try this one. Let's see if I can get it right without destroying it. If I did it this way, did it this way, made it like a fold out. Let's get rid of the cutter. Okay. Let's see, I did it like that. Would that be... Okay, I'm going with the width of this page. Just a little short of it. Okay. And then we can do that. And the height would be fine. Okay, yay, good. Got those 2 pages done. So, let's put these... I can't put them back in the tub because then I'd never get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to have to clean off the shelf. Get this basket off your, trust me, it's a good thing you can't see. Okay, putting it there. Now, let's do the holes. And this fits perfect. And my yellow marker. I'm not doing these pages in order. I will put them in order once I get some done. I'm just kind of looking around and playing around and see what I can find to go in here. And definitely want this pink butterfly E paper. Okay, and this one, oops, sorry, loud. This one's going to be a little shorter because I've folded it opposite way, so I'll just kind of center these holes as best I can. It doesn't matter, of course. Sometimes you won't even be able to use all 5 holes. You'll only be able to use 4, maybe 3. Oops, these cards over here. It's a box of playing cards. They keep bumping them. So I've been putting blank paper on the back, like crocodile paper on the back of them. So they have writing spaces, so that's where they're at. Okay, 2 pages to go in. And there we go. So this one will go in, and this one, and then we'll see. Okay, this one will be there, and you can flip out and you get all this writing space. And this one's there. Okay, those are great pages. Now, I have these digital papers, which, you know, they're made to be in a signature, and this doesn't have a signature. So, that one's gorgeous. And I've just got them on regular paper. I could double them and glue them together. Put them in the page on the journal that way. I can do one that way for sure. So let's trim off the white. Let's see if I can do 2 pages, 2 sides at once. Yep. You know what? I think I'll sew this page together. Just run a stitch around that and then poke the holes. So I will put this on my sewing machine, which is right next to me, and I'll get it later. So let's do that one. Let's hole punch thing. Let's start going through the basket, okay? And we will. I don't know, we'll just see what comes up. This is a picture of tulips that could be painted. If I had my markers, I would start it. I'm going to, nope, that was my dog, never mind. I was going to stop and tell my husband something before he left, but that's not him. Where are my markers? Okay, they're in a drawer. I'm looking behind me. Pencils, pens, markers. Here's a red one. So I would just, color this in maybe a little bit, and then whoever gets the journal can see that I have colored it, and then can take over. Is this a watercolor one? Yes. I have my watercolor brush. My water brush. Needs it because you lose the lines of the tulip. So if I was to use the water brush on that, it would bring out the lines, dividing the petals. So anyway, that would be something we can use. Let me put this up. So somewhere I've got a water brush. I was that the other day. So if I want to just use this page just the way it is, I think it's got a poem on the back. It's too tall. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Just thinking, if I cut it smaller, I could glue it on maybe as a pocket. Onto one of these prettier pages. Even this way, it was smaller. Okay, I'm gonna cut it even smaller. I like the number at the bottom, but it can go away. I like cutting this paper. Let's use the big corner rounder. Go around the corners, and I've got one that's really large. Here it is. We'll see what it looks like. This is a larger pocket. We'll just have larger rounded corners. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm going to have to decide. Just go ahead and do it this way. You know, I bought some thicker copier paper, and I'm not sure where it went to. I've got it in a good, nice, safe place. Okay, we can only be in at 6 1/4. I'm going to measure it again. No, that's not a good one to measure. This one. 6 1/4. Okay, so this can only be 6 1/4 wide. This way. Okay. So we're taking this that we got out of the basket, and I've colored one thing to show you that it can be colored. Trying to get that up. It's too noisy, I know. It's a shorter page because I turned it shorter, and we're gonna glue that big pocket on there, and then I think on the back we took this, a little bit of this, and made like a little tuck here, then it would help reinforce it a little bit. So okay, I'm just gonna fold this over. Gonna make that stronger. So let's glue that. Am I all over the place? I think so. Just kind of figuring this out as I go. Oops. Well, the white doesn't matter. I didn't cut all the white off, but it doesn't matter. Okay, now do this. Then I'm going to take my little divot punch, which is way over there. I have to get it. And another card, and I'll roll over here. Okay, let's use this one. Okay. Got a little bit of a, I don't want to go grungy, but I don't think it hurts to have a little bit along the edges. I think that'll be on the edge when I glue it. Okay, let's get the gluing, and then we'll finish inking. Okay. So this one, we're putting the tulip pocket. Okay. And move it away from the left edge a little bit so that there's room for the holes. And on this edge, we're putting the other piece of that paper I cut off and folded down and make a little pocket that way. Okay, lid, there's the lid. All right, now I have to mark these holes, and this is not near wide enough, so I'm just going to kind of center 4 holes. And it will be either at the top or the bottom of the page. Not the page, the journal. So, and it's like I said earlier, I'm not putting these pages in order yet. Just as I finish one, I'm putting it in here. We'll put it so that it's at the top of the journal. Okay. So we did that, we did this, we've done that. Let's see what else is in the tub. What else can I pull out? I know I have a bunch of these journaling cards I made a long time ago. I'm putting them over here with all the other pre-made stuff. Here is a really pretty card that could definitely be in here. Let's just take the front off. And the back maybe can be used for something else. We'll put it over there. Okay, this is stuff I pulled out. Let's put it back for now. Oops, there it went all over the floor. Okay, let's punch holes. We can put this towards the bottom of the journal. It can have 4 holes. That's good. Put 4 holes. We'll just kind of center them on the page. Oops. It's hard for me to see that one. Yellow on that yellow flower. I'll have these little dots all over my floor for a long time, but it's a vinyl floor, so it's okay. And the sentiment's not bad, so of course it says that's my daughter. We could put something there. I never did get the decorating stuff out. So we'll just put it in the journal for now. And I'm putting it at the bottom. Bottom 4 holes. So if these were to stay together, then you would have page here, and then that one's peeking out the bottom. There we go. Okay. Going back to that pile of stuff that just fell. Let me grab it. Okay, there it is. More or less. Okay, there. Now these are obviously some journaling cards or some collaging pages I cut up. And first thing I want to do is round those corners. So it's just master boards I've cut apart, and I'm not sure why they landed in this particular box of stuff, because those are not necessarily botanical, and because of that I'm removing them because I've got plenty without them. So let's do this one for sure with the rose on it. And don't want to forget I have a page over here to stitch around. Okay, I could stitch around this one, and that's pretty much done. So I'm going to put it with that page I need to stitch, and I'll get it later. Okay, this is very, very pretty. I like the picture, and we can do Serenity and cover up the for sale. So let's go through here. Let's put this stuff back without making it fall on the floor again. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And let's grab a page from the book and cover it. I'm holding it up to the light. I need to come over a little bit. If I want just the dots, get the dots. And I'll have to cover up some stuff here. But I think that's pretty cool. So let's make a page out of that. We'll just put it on this. So I'm going to glue it. And I don't care if I get it on some of these pages here from the book, I mean the journal, from the, I don't know what you call that, cookbooky, not cookbook, binder, the binder, the gardening binder. Okay, now I'm going to hold it up to light, and I know that doesn't help you guys, but I can see kind of where to put this and get it started. Come on, I gotta get started at the top. Let's see if that's right. Pretty close. Okay, now I glued too much, of course. Okay, bigger pair of scissors. See, I could wrap some of this around. Cut this off first. Okay, if I was to wrap this around, it would continue the flower plus reinforce that hole. Now I can't see the holes. Okay. I'm just going to have to use that other thing to mark the holes again. Okay. Serenity, and then we cover up for sale, and we cover that up. So, yeah. And just remark the holes, and we'll be done. Okay, before we get too much further, I want to put this stuff up. That's not what I want to say. I want to show you two things that I was going to put on something we've done previously, so before they get lost. Okay, get where I can see. One has to come out before I can see, and there's a couple of ones there. A couple of ones still stuck in there. Okay. All right, now let's get it in the book. It needs work, but that's okay. And that's from a magazine. I guess I don't know if I said that or not, but maybe been obvious. It's from a magazine. Perfect. Just cover something up like that, and we're good. Okay, now before we get too much further, over here, two things I wanted to add to the journal from the beginning. Scoot it over. When I was looking at the video, the other video, I saw when I was opening it up, I thought, oh, I got all that blank white yellow space. So I had this pocket made out of some wallpaper border that I just glued onto some book page and stitched around, cut a little divot out. So I'm just going to put a little distress around it, just to kind of edge it a little, and then we'll glue it in here as the front pocket. Okay, and then, stuff sticking to me. while I'm holding that down to dry, we added some wallpaper here in this pocket, and I remembered some labels I had made in a couple of videos back. This one was the one made with the stencil. I don't know if you can tell or not. I don't know if I'll move around because I'm not sure where this zooms in at. I thought maybe I would put it on here. Now the question is where? Maybe right there, just to give that pocket a little something. So this is just some stamping on a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I stenciled around it to make it look like a label. And the colors are good for this particular pocket, so we'll just add it on there. Okay, paper is sticking to me. Okay, I think this video is probably getting long. I don't know if I did much that was interesting, but just trying to show you some different things that's going in this journal, and I will continue this video when grabbing some more stuff out of that tub. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.